You know, if I only showed up when I felt like it, I really wouldn't see much progress or success. Now, I'm not going to shit on motivation with this video, but I will say that discipline is the reason why successful people are successful in every area of their life. And it's cliche now to use the word discipline for motivation because we are gravitating toward all the things that keep us motivated, and a lot of times it's motivational videos. So motivation is good. Motivation builds momentum. That's it. So motivation is good and it has its purpose, but discipline is what carries you to success. It carries you through consistency even when you don't feel like doing shit. And right now, well, I've built some momentum over the past couple days, so I'm feeling a little bit better about the workout, but I really, I'm not really overly excited about pushing myself because I'm tired, I'm exhausted, got stress of the day coming at me. I didn't get much sleep last night. Just being a dad, being a business owner, all that stuff, all the pressures take away from your capacity to handle more work, right? So you have a bandwidth, certain bandwidth for the day, and it lessens as things come at you, as life happens. So it is 5:30 a.m. and I'm going to do my vertical push-pull because that's what's on the plan for today. So let's go. And so there's many mornings where I wake up and I don't feel like doing any of this stuff, really, if I'm being completely honest. And this is my profession. This is what I do for a living. I'm a professional fitness trainer, and I teach people how to work out, how to lift weights safely, how to transform their body. And I teach people that they need to go through stuff in order to get stronger. And they need to do hard shit in order to get stronger. And here I am, dealing with the same stuff because it's not easy. And if it was easy, everybody would be shredded and have $1 million in the bank and have all the love, happiness, and success that they desire. But it's not easy. That's the facts. So there's some times where I wonder, how do I have the energy? And do I have the energy? Do I have the bandwidth to actually get through it? And I do one set at a time, and then I get through it. And I'm not looking to be bitching and moaning about how tired I am because of my restless night, because of my baby who's up. And he's not the best sleeper. He's a great kid, healthy kid, happy kid, really happy kid, a great eater, just not a good sleeper. So, and side note, this isn't a parenting video. But it could be. It is a little bit, but we can talk more about that at a different time. I'd like to do more interviews with parents and the smart people in the industry who study babies, pediatricians and stuff, because the whole sleep training thing isn't for us. Can't let that baby cry in the middle of the night. Can't let him self-soothe because I don't believe in it. He's a baby. He needs us. His only way of communicating is by crying. Right now, a few words he's starting to say, and he knows a few sign language signs, but other than that, his crying is his way of communicating. So if he's in distress, or if he needs something, or if he's just not happy or comfortable, he cries. So we're not into the cry it out, so we comfort him and we make sure he's comfortable. And that's the sacrifice you make as a parent. It is not convenient. Being a parent is not convenient. I feel like parents, when they try to make parenting convenient for themselves, they do the baby a disservice. It's my personal opinion. You may not agree with that, but I feel that they don't provide the best nurturing, loving environment when you let your baby cry it out. That's just my perspective. So anyway, if I did, I probably have more sleep and I have a deeper sleep, but that's not the season of my life right now. The season of my life is making sure I'm the best dad I can be for my son and give him all the tools he needs to be a successful, healthy, emotionally healthy human as he gets older. Because we've all seen those people as adults really don't know how to conduct themselves in life, and they have emotional breakdowns. Not that you can't have an emotional breakdown if you were sleep trained, but that's not where I'm going with that. What I'm saying is that I'm setting him up. I'm doing my best to set him up. Whether or not that's the right thing to do. It's right now my right thing to do. So anyway, sleep isn't top quality right now. It's not optimal. So my workouts shouldn't be crushing it, feeling completely drained when I leave the gym. I should be keeping my strength. I should be trying to improve my strength, but I shouldn't be taxing my body to the point where I can't recover, because sleep isn't where it should be or where it could be. It's not optimal. So doing chest and back, but it's a vertical push-pull. Just doing a slight little warm-up here just to get the shoulders a little bit more blood flow and to get warmed up. Looking in the mirror though, I'm not disappointed with how I've been looking and feeling, because my workouts have been 15 to 20 minutes long, maybe 25. I do go for my longer bike rides in the morning on Saturdays, and I did one yesterday, so I have been getting more cardio in the morning, and feeling pretty good overall. I haven't weighed myself in a minute, just because it doesn't really matter what I weigh. The discipline of doing the things every day will add up to the results that I want, because I'm doing the things. I'm disciplined with the actions every day, every week, that are going to lead up to it. So I'm not really keeping score of the weight just yet. I will do a check-in. I will do a physique check. I do my physique check every day, but I will do one for the video, because I have started my journey back in November. I did my body fat and I did some strength stuff to see where I was at. So I will continue with that. But right now, every day, I'm not jumping on a scale because it's not important. I just want to make sure I can keep consistent with my habits that are in line with the results that I want. All right, first set. After my warm-up, I did a quick little warm-up. Did some band pass-throughs and band pull-aparts. Now I'm going to do some chest-supported T-bar rows, wide grip, because it's horizontal push-pull today. First set, very light. Nice and controlled. I do about 15 to 20 reps here. Sometimes I don't even count. I just want to feel the muscles in my upper back, or whatever muscles that I'm working for that exercise. But this particular, I'm working my upper back. I like getting full range. Oh, feels so good. Just stretch. You know, another thing I was thinking about is that if I didn't show up when I didn't feel like it, and I didn't do the things that I know that I need to do to get the results that I want, I'm only showing myself and my son, my family, that it's okay to just be okay with not getting the results that you want. I'm showing him that it's okay to quit when things get hard, things get difficult. And that's not really a good example that I'm trying to set for my son, myself. It's not a standard that I'm trying to keep for myself, and it's not a good example that I should be keeping for my son, and also obviously the people that I train every day. All right, second set, right into it. 15-20 seconds. I don't need much more. I did a little prep for the upper back, shoulders, band pull-aparts. Now I'm doing some rows. So I'm like 2 or 3 sets in. They're not working sets, but they are work-up sets. And I'm going to do a little superset horizontal wide grip T-bar rows with some slightly inclined dumbbell chest press as a superset. I always want to prep the shoulder, the back of the shoulder, before going right into pressing. I like doing more pulls than pushes. I feel like it's a better way to approach your training and keep your shoulders healthy. Still pretty light. Probably do 10 reps. I'll do, that'll be my last workup set. My first working set will be my next one. It'll be a little bit heavier. Again, this is strength week for me, so I'm going to be staying in the 6 to 8 rep range on all the lifts. My main lifts, maybe I'll do some accessory or secondary work with a little bit higher rep range, but let's move into some dumbbell chest press. First workup set, same thing, 10 to 12 reps. Actually, I didn't put this on an incline, did I? Nope. One of the things I'll do, especially doing like a chest press, is just take my feet off the bench. Try to work on keeping that lower back flat on the bench. And my first couple sets, I'll get some extra core work because I like to keep my workouts efficient. And if I can get some extra core work in there, it's a bonus. Get full range on this. Way down, thinking about pinching the shoulder blades back down onto the bench, almost like doing a row. So before I do my press, I'm actually pulling the weight down, in theory, squeezing my shoulder blades on the bench, and then I'm pushing through. From a scientific, nerdy standpoint, it's retraction and then protraction. But these are two movements that are opposite. So that's why I like doing them together, especially if I'm trying to get more out of my workouts and be efficient, and not just be centered around one muscle group that's going to tax that muscle a lot. I'd rather spread that taxation around and do a little bit for each or opposing muscle groups. All right, first working set here. Again, I'm probably going to do 2 to 3 working sets, close to failure, but I like leaving at least 1 to 2 reps in the tank. So, especially again, if I talk about sleep or optimal sleep and recovery, I'm not getting that right now. So, I don't want to be taxing myself to the point of no return, where I'm not getting that chance to recover and actually benefit from the workout. It's actually like the point of negative returns, right? So if I'm continually burning myself out in my workouts and I can't recover, I'm not recovering, and I know that. Nutrition is one thing, but if I'm not getting optimal sleep and recovery that way, then I'm just breaking down the muscles and not building them up, and that obviously defeats the purpose. So, see how I feel at 6? Probably gonna get 8. Solid set. Probably could have got a couple more, but I'm not trying to push it. I'm cool with that. I'll do 1 more, maybe 2 more sets here, but not after I do my bench press. All right, another thing I'll do on occasion, and I'm going to do it today, is isometric holding for dumbbells. So I'll do 1 holding and then 1's working. They're both working, but one's different. One's isometrically holding and one's actually dynamic. So I'll do my first working set with that way. It also allows me to get the same tension on the muscles without having to go heavier. So it prevents me from going heavier, which saves the joints and the ligaments, especially if you got a little wonky elbow like I do right now. Actively holding that one up while driving or pulling one down and then driving it up. always controlled. And then 2 at the end. I honestly don't know how many I got, but I went until I felt good. Instinctual. All right, next exercise for back is going to be a dumbbell row. This is my favorite old school exercise. I call them old school because that's just, I don't know. I like it. It makes me feel cool. It makes me feel special. But because it's a classic exercise that's been done for many years. I love doing it. It's what one of my favorite exercises to do for back. Actually, that started me when I was young. So anyway, one hand on the bench, directly under the shoulder. Thinking about pulling that dumbbell low toward the hip. You don't want it high up here. You want it low. Nice proud chest. I'll do the same thing here. 8 to 10 reps. Probably because it's going to be a little bit light for me. Little arc. If you saw, I was pulling it straight arms first, or straight arm. So by pulling straight, you're activating the lats, and then bending the elbow brings the biceps and triceps and the shoulder into it. But really, you know, I see a lot of this rows here with just the bending the elbow. You really want, I like doing a straight arm pull down almost first and then driving the elbow back. Anyway, I'm gonna do 2 sets here and some flies and maybe some cable reverse flies, and then I'll be done for my workout. But I want to leave you with this. Discipline and motivation, the difference. Motivation is a feeling. You're motivated. You're encouraged. That can change like the weather. Discipline is a decision towards your goals. So it's like doing things regardless of how you feel about them. And that's hard to do because especially nowadays we're around a lot of sensory things that make us feel good, and we're encouraged to love ourselves and feel good all the time and be happy all the time. That's not always going to be the case. That's the reality check. So motivation is fleeting. It's an emotion. It's a feeling. It's not going to keep you moving. It's not going to keep you moving for consistency. Discipline is a habit. Discipline is a decision to get better, to move forward for you, your family, business, whatever it may be, society, the world. Believe in yourself, trust the process, practice patience. If you're a dad, drop me a comment. Let me know where you're at, what stage you're at, how many kids you have, and also subscribe. I've been doing this pretty consistently now, and I'm having a good time. So let's get strong together. Peace.